I'm going to show you how to make a great little Christmas present. This jar is going to be filled with the dry ingredients for gingerbread cookies. I'm going to layer up all the dry ingredients in the jar, and as I said, it makes a lovely little present at Christmas. Because this is a present and I want the jar to look pretty, I'm going to put the ingredients in stripes, little layers. So I've put 100 grams of flour in the bottom. Next I'm going to put the sugar in with some of the spice, more flour, more sugar, and finish off with the flour. So you'll have lovely stripes going up through the jar. I'm a huge fan of gingerbread cookies. They go really nice with a cup of coffee. They're also quite easy to make and great to make with kids, especially at Christmas. There we go, that's about a third of the flour and half the sugar. Next, I'm going to put some of the spices in. The ginger goes in next. Lots of ginger. And then the cinnamon. Add half a teaspoon of mixed spices, then nutmeg. Keep adding more layers of flour and sugar. You don't just have to put gingerbread cookies in the jar. If you go online, there's loads of ideas to put in the jar as gifts. This is just a little bit of inspiration for you. Once you've nearly reached the top of the jar, put 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda in before adding the final layer of flour. There we go, all the ingredients are in. I'm now going to make it look gorgeous. You can decorate the outside as you like, but remember to attach the recipe onto the jar. That is rather important. With the wooden spoon, sweets and cookie cutter tied on, it makes a lovely Christmas present, which is so simple to make and very unique. There we go, a really simple gift for somebody who loves baking. And next, I'm going to show you how to bake them. Pour the contents of the jar into a food processor and give it a few pulses before adding the butter. Give it a good mix until the texture resembles breadcrumbs. Then crack 1 egg into a separate bowl and add 4 tablespoons of maple syrup. Add the egg mixture to the dry ingredients and give it another good mix. Knead the dough a little until it's smooth. Then wrap in cling film before placing in the fridge for around half an hour. On a lightly floured surface, tear off a piece of the dough, then roll out. Cut out the cookies to your preferred shapes. And they're ready to go into the oven at a temperature of 180 degrees Celsius for around 12 to 14 minutes. They'll need at least 15 minutes to cool down. Whilst the cookies are cooling, you can make some icing ready for decorating. Just add 1 egg white to the icing sugar and whisk it well. Add some water or lemon juice to the icing if it's a little thick. Just a little at a time until you're happy with the consistency. Now the real fun starts. Pour your icing into a piping bag and decorate as you like. One easy design is to turn your gingerbread man upside down and you can create a reindeer's head. How impressive and creative is that? If you've never baked your own biscuits before, then why not give these a go? They're super easy, and if you've got any children around, then I'm sure they'd be willing helpers and tasters. Enjoy the fun of making them, and of course, try and enjoy the eating too.